G'day everyone, welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to have a look at how the ryegrass is going. So we're at day 9 at the moment, and we had initial germination at day 4, which I was super impressed with. This seed, it is a fast germinating seed, so I wasn't expecting it to be that quick, but day 4 I could already see shoots coming up. And then by day 5, which is what I posted up on the social pages yesterday, that was basically, it took off from there. And yeah, so like I said, now we're at day 9 and it is pumping along. I'm super impressed with how it's going. It's looking really good. So let's delay the inevitable and have a look. Alrighty, so here it is. So we're at day 9 here. So as you can see, we've got pretty good uniform coverage across the whole grass. We'll come down and have a look. I'm pretty happy with that. There's a couple of clumps where obviously the seed was a little bit thick like there, but generally it's all pretty uniform. I did stuff up yesterday. I don't know if you can see it in the video there. There's some tire marks going through there. So I had to get my trailer out yesterday for someone to borrow. And I was trying to not allow the jockey wheel to go through the grass. And inevitably, the bottom side of the trailer decided to take a chunk out of the ryegrass right there, which I'm spewing about. Super pissed when I did it, but you can see the ryegrass had actually got damaged. I've tried to push it back into the soil and I've chucked a bit more seed in that patch, so hopefully some of that grass will come back. If not, the new seed will come back through in a couple of days time, which will be handy. But other than that, guys, like, this is the best results I've had with ryegrass, especially this early on, like day 9. It's crazy. We've got a little bit of a patch up here, just on the edges here, where it's just been a bit slow. I mean, there's germination, so you can see it there. But I adjusted the sprinklers this morning, just because it just doesn't seem to get as wet here. So you can see the difference. Like, there's a clear line where that seed's just gone nuts, and here it's a bit thin. So hopefully that will fill in. But look at this, it's just cranking along. I mean, that's last year's perennial ryegrass there coming through, and you see the new stuff here. There is a slight difference in the color, but these are only seedlings, so you can't get too much of an indicator off what the color is going to be like. But so far so good. You can see also the sowing lines going down the lawn, so that would have been the tire marks from this drop spreader. I probably didn't over sow, as in like overlap those lines enough. Can't believe that. So there's, like, you can see clear lines in the turf there, but what I'll do is, I haven't over sowed again yet. I will be soon, but I'll try and capture those when I do the next over sow. We'll just come up top here. The best part's probably up here. I'm trying not to walk on this, but like up here it is really thick. Looking really good up here. The edges around the concrete seems to be struggling, which I'm not too sure why, but there is germination there. It's just nowhere near as thick. And then you can see over here where the grass tree is, the sprinkler hits that and it's dropping a lot of water down, and it's dripping right there on that edge. Same on the other side, and it's just, it must have moved the seed around a bit too much, so it's quite light through there. But we'll capture that when we do our oversow again, probably in a week's time, I'd say. I just want to see how this goes. But yeah, other than that, guys, like, we're looking really good at this stage. I have got cooch coming back through, which I'm not upset about. It's going to be good because the cooch will actually fill in the bottom of this, so the rye should stand proud through and be the main grass, which we'll probably mow at about 15 to 20 mil this season. I'll just experiment with that. But you can see, where was I looking before? Down in here maybe. I mean, you can see the cooch already here from where I didn't edge. Silly boy. I completely forgot about edging, even though I said it in the video. But yeah, there's some spots. It's hard to show because it's only just starting to poke back through, but you get the idea. But that will help us fill in the gaps, which won't be too bad. But yeah, we'll probably do, I reckon we'll probably mow it at about day 16, so probably another week away yet. I just really want to give these seedlings a chance to really get their roots to embed into the ground, because they're at the mercy of like just walking on it. I had the meter readers come around yesterday and you can just see their footprints clear as day. I mean, it's recovered already, but it's just, I don't want to damage it too much. It's not worth it. I mean, I've already taken a chunk out over there, goddamn, but that will come back. But I'm so happy with how this is looking. And when we do mow it, it's going to lay some fat stripes. I can already see it already. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. Like a kid in a candy store. But yeah, so we're looking at day 16-ish for a mow. I'll mow without the catcher on, just to throw any clippings back into the lawn, just to help mulch. And we'll probably oversow at the same time, so that way if the mower does pick up some seed, or any seed that's still in the system now, it'll just throw it back into the lawn. And then those clippings that we mulch off will then help just basically keep the moisture in on top of that seed and help germination. And then once we start getting, I don't know, probably about 4 week mark, we'll chuck the catcher on and actually start collecting it, because it should have filled in by then. So with this seed too, guys, you can see like they're basically individual strands. So this doesn't spread like your cooch and your kikuyus and stuff like that. It's basically just a single strand, and then as we mow it, it will start to tiller, and then that tiller will then turn into a clump about that big. So technically this should fill in nicely, and it will have little clumps everywhere that will fill it out quite nicely. So this amount of germination is really good. It looks patchy from like up high. Like if I put the drone up, it would look really patchy, but as you come down, you can just see it sort of really looks really nice. It's hard to, I don't know, the video doesn't really do it justice, to be honest. Alrighty, so let's check out the height on this at the moment. Ooh, it's actually higher than I thought. Some of them are pushing 40 mil. Yeah, wow, some good growth. So that's pretty well it, guys. Just really wanted to showcase how that's looking at day 9. I'm really happy with it. It's come on a lot better than what it usually does for me. I usually have the worst luck with this stuff, so I'm really happy with how it's gone this year. I've put the effort in and it's starting to show, which is really, I'm really thankful for. Other than that, the next video will be when we mow it, so about a week's time. We'll go around day 16-ish. I'll just see how it's looking. I don't want to go too early. I'd love to mow it now, but it's too young yet. Other thing that I've been really happy with is there's been no weeds. So fingers crossed we keep it that way. And this tillers out and thickens up before the weeds can actually get a chance to push through, if there is any. So really happy with that. That soil conditioner was pretty good. And it's basically broken down a lot of it now. It's disappeared. You can still see a bit of seed on the surface, but it's generally pretty good. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe. Hopefully the audio's starting to get better. I managed to get one of my microphones working, but I have ordered a proper one that will hopefully make the sound a hell of a lot better. So I do apologise. If there's anything that you want to see us do, mower wise or grass wise, please let me know and I'll try and do a video on it. And if there's other things that we can improve on, please let us know as well. I want to try and get as best as I can at doing this stuff so that it is actually enjoyable for you to watch, rather than battling through like I'm putting nails down a chalkboard. But yeah, super stoked, and thanks again, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.